Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Byro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. Whoop, there's a jumper. How are you all doing? How are you feeling this Monday? I gotta tell you, the energy, again, May is not disappointing. It is early May still, and the energy is ramping up. I can feel it. It's making me want to talk fast. I have to consciously slow it down. There's also a lot of spirit energy, a lot of spirit guide energy very close. Change. But they're saying it in a really lighthearted way. You know that song like shake, 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 dun, 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 shake, 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 shake your booty. I'm hearing that, but they're using the words change. And whenever they bring it through like that in a really lighthearted way, it means there's a lot shifting and changing, but in a good way, and we can celebrate in the joy of it more. We have a big presence of the planet Jupiter bringing, coming in more and more for us. It does move into Gemini on May 25th. This is a planet that brings a lot of abundance, a lot of luck, and this is the energy that's like swooping in. So this is a big month of things working in your favor. And I really like this energy, but Spirit is also saying like, with this big change also comes a responsibility of discernment. That's interesting. And they're saying you are now wise, like you, all of us, are now wise to the truth of our discernment, that resonance within that we've been talking about for so long. You are now wise to that, so utilize it to make these changes really work in your favor. Wow, that's a strong start to a Monday. So this week I'm using the Wisdom of Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. This is one of the first decks that I ever bought. It's still one of my favorite ones. All right, I have two jumpers here. So let's see what the other cards are. Oh, I love this. Yes. Okay. So the jumpers to start us off this week. Really, really, really awesome. First, we have Happy, as well as Come to the Edge. Now, Happy really expresses the energy of what I was talking about. Like, the song that they're singing about change and stuff is really this energy here that you can see, the balloons, the lightheartedness, the joy, the bright, playful energy. This is the energy of May for many of us in terms of what it can bring. However, Spirit also recognizes how far we have had to come to be in this energy right now with this Come to the Edge card. And this card really expresses like that feeling of being at that breaking point for many people. April, I know, brought so many people to that breaking point. We talked about it in Spirit Coffee Talk as well. Just being at that point where you literally want to lay on the floor and be like, I've got nothing left. I have nothing left to give energetically, mentally, maybe even spiritually, in your heart space, like just feeling depleted in many different ways, being pushed to that edge. And Spirit said, we know you've been pushed to that edge. But what that edge brings you now is this free fall dive into positive changes that can happen very rapidly. Now, for many of you, you may already be seeing the fruits of those changes. And for some of you, you've already been experiencing these changes since the beginning of the year. But what this is bringing this month is like, Spirit is saying the words precise alignment. So there are other pieces, like detailed pieces that are coming into precise alignment this month, which I find very interesting. Now, the first card out after those jumpers was Treasure Island. And Treasure Island represents those things you have been working towards. This is like your precise alignments arriving. Now, what's interesting is they're arriving on the back of a turtle. And we all know that turtles often represent this like slow movement, but it's bringing that reward. And there are hearts and stars, and coins and light that are coming from this treasure chest here. And so Spirit is saying, keeping your energies and your focus in the direction that you want really helps bring these forward. And for many of you, these divine alignments are showing themselves this month. And interesting, this card is a number 9, and 9s are really like the ends of a journey. So there's a beautiful completion piece happening. Now, many of you too, Spirit is saying the reason these completion pieces are happening is because there's an exchanging of gifts that's happening. And this card reminds me so much of the 6 of Pentacles in Tarot, which is that kind of, we'll say karmic cycle, or that energy of like give and take cycles that repeat themselves, but what you put out, you get back, that kind of thing. So for all the hard work that you've been doing and what you've been putting out, the universe is stepping in to bring back in exchange these beautiful alignments, right? These treasure islands and stuff. So this is a nice amplification of this treasure island card. I really like these two together. So something to consider. And then this card here, this is number 44. And what's interesting is at the end of the week, last week, with that light card, it was number 44, and we had that Thursday, Friday. Now here we are Monday again with a number 44. And this thinker card can represent many different things, but what I really want to reference here is the energy of light. And 4s, especially 44, represents stability. It represents like 4 legs of a table, makes a much sturdier base than 3 legs, right? And this also represents stability in your material realm, in your emotional realm, in your spiritual realm. When you keep your eye on the prize, essentially, when your thoughts are being focused on the things you want to focus on, you create stability through all realms in which you are a part of. So that means when you keep your focus on what you want to create in your life, how you want to feel, your personal practices, you help bring a stability to that is really unshakable. And what that means is less energies that are like pesky, dark, fear narrative based. They can't affect you in the same way. And so really be thoughtful of your thoughts and what you're spending your mental focus time on, because again, it really helps to either bring in this treasure island or deter this treasure island, right? If you're all doom and gloom, it makes it harder for those energies to find you in those manifestations. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but something very much to consider. So the energy starting us this week is Spirit saying, we know how hard you've had to work. We see it. But there is change coming in. And hopefully you feel that and you're aligning with that energy as you move forward this week, because this week has the potential to be very, very prosperous. I'm loving the energy of today. So I hope you're feeling that as well. I will leave that with all of you. Do check out the podcast today. It is here on YouTube as well as any of your audio platforms that you enjoy. And please do subscribe and share. And I just want to say thank you for you. Thank you for your presence and your time. So I hope you have a beautiful start to your week, and I will see you tomorrow.